automatic. I have to say, I've never seen an artist like you. You blend in so many different genres of music with so much energy. Again, you're just an amazing performer. Congratulations for the performance you just put in there.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity as well for having me here. Yeah, it's been like that. It's been like that since the beginning of my music. Because I used to have an opportunity to perform at home a lot, and then I'll give the same energy, and they'll say, "Man, you need to go out, man, and do this thing outside," you know. But yeah, let me not go in too deep. I will answer as we go along, you know. I don't want to say much right now in one question, and then only to find out there's more that you need to ask, you know. But the energy, I don't know what's happening when I'm on stage, man. Today it was half of it because there was a cable that was very short, and I told these guys, like, guys, when I perform, I don't know what happens. I need long cables or no cables at all, because of the spirit takes, and I go somewhere and then I can't even explain it, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
You know, we should explain to people, where are we right now? Because I literally have to travel halfway around the world from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, to come here to this beautiful nation. Explain to the folks right now who are watching this, where are we right now? And of course, what facilities are we at?
Okay, right now we're in South Africa. In Africa. First, Africa is one. In South Africa, it's still part of Africa. Yeah, South Africa is just a country in Africa, just to make sure, because of most people, they think South Africa, it's the south of Africa. Actually, it's in Africa. But we're in South Africa, Soweto, we're in Jabulani. It's called Jabulani Soweto Theatre. We're at Soweto Theatre, one of the facilities here that gives us an opportunity to showcase our sound, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And absolutely, you do this well. How long have you been performing for? Let's start from the beginning and the love of music, where that began for you.
Okay, from the beginning.
I love that deep breath you just took.
No, the thing is, my life has been a roller coaster. But anyway, from the beginning, when I grew up in the skirts where there's no live music, there was no radio. Oh, there was a radio. No, there was a radio. There was no TV. The radio that was the used cells, batteries. So they had to save the batteries every day. We only listened to it from 7:30 at night until a certain time. But somehow where I grew up, I used to say to them, I'm gonna be a musician. I'm gonna write my music. I was around 11ish and all that. I remember that story clearly. There was a girl who came in to me and said, "Me too." And I was so angry. I looked at her and said, "No, me, I'm gonna do it." For real. And she thought I was joking. But now I'm here. But the story short is, I grew up in South Africa, Soweto, Pimville. In Pimville, I grew up in Mpumalanga, and then I came to Soweto, South Africa, in Pimville. In Pimville, my neighbor used to play. My neighbor used.
It's okay, man.
Okay, I can continue. Okay. My neighbor used to play maskandi. Maskandi music is an African traditional music. So he had the instruments and the band of his own, you know. So he was pushing his own sound. So here is me coming from high school. Now I'm in high school. Coming from high school, and then when I come back, I see him plugged on all. So when he gives his band a break, I'll be that kid to say, "Can I please touch?" And then in all his kids, that guy had 50 something kids or something. Yeah, 50. The last time I count, 50. Yeah, in a forum house, but not all of them were living there in that forum house. I think 10 or 12 were living there. So what I'll do, I was the only one who was allowed to touch his guitar, but I'm the neighbor's kid, you know? So I'll come in and jump, "Can I touch the guitar?" And then I was given, maybe it's because I was in high school and all that, but I was given the opportunity. Without knowing, when I was playing, they used to say to me, "Hey, bro, you're playing white music." And I used to ask, what is white music? At that time, I'm not a musician. I'm not a rock musician. I'm just playing, and then to them, they could hear the sound is different from what they play, you know. And it was off-tune guitar and all that. So luckily, I met a guy called Funky, not a guy, a mentor, my mentor. I don't know how to give his respect, but he's late now. Funky Masike Mohape. Funky Masike Mohape, he used to be a lead vocalist for Harare with Sipho, Sticks, Mabuse and all that back in the day. And then now he's there, but he was passing by my street and then he saw me playing a kid with a guitar on the thing, and then he came in and said, hey, what are you doing? He was angry because of the guitar was off tune. Like that thing pissed him off. I remember him being like, what are you doing? Bring this thing in. Why are you singing? Why are you playing an off tune guitar? Your guitar must be tuned. Your guitar must what? And then when he started tuning, I asked him, please teach me. Please teach me. You know, like me, he said to me, buy me a beer. It's emotional because of, oh man, buy me a beer. So I learned my music from someone who said, buy me a beer.
It's very emotional for you.
Yeah. So this guy, I bought him 2 beers and then he came again, buy me a beer. Me buying him a beer, I was able to learn, only to find out I don't know who this guy was. My elder brother was like, do you know who you're sitting with? I don't know. He's like, that's a legend. I'm like, what do you mean? He showed me his thing, his music. Blew me away. I'm an emotional person, I think. But anyway, from there, he started coming to me every day, you know, so that I can buy him a beer. Only to find out, I love music. I'm just a kid with a guitar. And then I wrote a song. When I wrote a song in those few days that he met me, he asked me a question, said, who are you? I'm like, why? He's like, I'm a kid, I don't know what's going on. He's like, do you know who you are?
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. It's okay.
You know,
This is what true musicians, where their travels go through.
Okay.
This is where their travels go through. And this is what you're doing right now. And thank you for taking us along with this travel.
You know what's happening? It's because of I'm seeing the future somehow. Because of when you asked me that, I didn't see what's about to happen now. Because I feel like things are about to change now. But when you asked me, you said, who are you? I said, no, I'm just a kid playing guitar. I said, no, man. You write rock music. You're doing this. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, who are you? When I was asking that, because of he's from the rock background. And then when he saw me that I'm writing the same thing that he used to listen to when he was young, he's like, who are you? Because of what you're doing, it's the music that I used to play back then. And then we failed because of we never had the democratics that listen to the music, you know. I was like, I wish you luck and all that. And then when I met other musicians that used to play with him, they told me like, you can't play rock music in this country, you will fail. You will fail. And by then I was still 20 something, 25. I started my guitar at the age of 2021. And the writing and all that was already there. And then from there I started recording a song. And then friends around Soweto, when I came back with the song, they are the one who will say, this is rock music as well. Me, I'm just a guy who's just writing and doing. They say, no, this is rock music. And then they gave me CDs. I remember they gave me Coldplay. They gave me Coldplay. That was the first one. And then they started giving me, and then they introduced me to the heavy stuff. After some point, then I started listening to your Nickelback and all that. You know, your Nickelback. Oh, I remember Nickelback. Ooh.
And you know, Nickelback's Canadian.
Is it Canadian?
Canadian, so my homeland.
Yeah. Guys, you don't know, Nickelback and Soweto, that's the street kids, man. Back then, hey. This is how you remind me of Chet Crew. I remember. So by then I used to tell the guys here, and so like, no man, rock is gonna be big. Listen to this song. This song, a little kids are singing around it. And then there was Rasmus. Rasma was that song was big. Oh, 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 in the shadows of my life. I forgot what's the name of the band, but those songs created something as well. You know, they added on, and then I was introduced to your Black Sabbath, to your, because of Funky Masike Mohape, then started introducing me to the legends, man. There's more music in my head, but I can't say.
But here's the thing: how did it feel finally finding your identity, even though there are others who were trying to refuse you to have your identity? What was that like to finally be able to say, yes, this is me, this is my music, and I am going to perform my music the way I want to?
Finding that for me, when they told me that I can't, I was playing a feeling. I was playing what's inside. When I play, I don't play what other people are playing. I don't know what's happening outside there. I play the feeling, So when they said to me, I can't, whatever, I was just satisfying what's in the heart. Basically satisfying what's in the heart. Then I pushed, but to be honest, and then I started a band called Rebirth. It's one of the rock bands that's brought the culture of rock in Soweto. I think by then we were the only one, because we went to try to find places where we can perform, we couldn't get, and then I was like, you know what guys, let's just do this thing at my house. My house is a small forum house. We went on top of the roof, we plugged there, and then we played, and then people started gathering on the street. Rebirth was formed like that. From there, Rebirth started getting gigs from our backyard. We met a guy called Dylan Calhane who took us to Cape Town to play in a gig called in one of the gigs in Cape Town. That gig opened the door for the gig that was happening, one of the massive festivals in South Africa. That was Opikopi, one of the massive festivals in South Africa. It's called Opikopi. So that gig was happening in a week's time. They had to cancel whoever that had that slot, and then they put us in prime time, 9 o'clock. We had to perform over 50,000 people without knowing, like from the backyard to that show to 50,000 people. And that 50,000 people, to see people jumping up and down like seeing people jumping up and down. There's a footage of someone crying with a song that they don't know. Like we're there just performing, giving the energy, and then
Then what is it like for you knowing that you are helping to change the musical culture in this country?
Okay, I think for me, when you're just an artist, you're just doing things because of you love them. I don't have.
But you have followers, because there are other people who wanted to do this, didn't know they could do this, and you just showed them, yes, they can.
They can. Oh, okay. What I'll say is this: when I used to do the backyard shows, the kids that are rock stars today, they used to come to the not stars per se. They used to come to my gig at home, and then they will grab brooms and act like they're rock stars with brooms and all that, and then we'll give them a chance to hold the guitars a bit and all that. And now today they are rock stars, meaning they're traveling, they're doing the music. Now they come to me and say, one day I'll buy you a Ferrari. One said that. Now he looked at me and said, you know what, I'll buy you a Ferrari. I'm like, what are you talking about? If it was not you, you've opened the door for us. But I want to come to this. Yeah, I've opened the door for them. The door is open. Now they can travel. Now they can do it. So I get, when they come to say that, it's like, wow, I've done this. Oh, to me, I was just doing whatever. To them, I was opening that door without knowing.
Well, I was going to say, but then let's talk about you in general, and let's talk about new music. What is going on with you right now with new music?
Me right now with new music. I'll say if it wasn't for Mike, because of the music that I'm doing, it's music that I wrote years ago. I left the music industry, to be honest with you. I was not gonna do music. I was out of the music thing. In South Africa, music, man, it's hard, man. All these guys that I'm with, they got family, they got kids, they got whatever. These ones, I call them musicians because they live in music every day. Me, I got a small job that I do on the side that can support my family. So it's hard to play with all that energy that you saw and all that. It's hard to play when you're not getting money back home. Remember, oh man. But anyway, I left music until Michael came to my studio and say, hey, oh, he came, me, I saw a guy knocking. Hey, what's up, man? What's happening? I'm Michael, I'm from Canada, this what's happening. I saw your video, I saw something about you, man. I saw your sound, man. And I'm like, no, man, I'm not going back to the thing. That thing to do, yeah. Hey, my story is long. That is why I went at the beginning. I can't even say other stuff. And then Michael begged me to say, no, go back to this thing. We'll make it happen. We'll get you gigs maybe around wherever. I'm like, no, man, I don't want to do this because of the... And then at the end of the day, came back and then brought back the guys, the automatic guys, saying, guys, let's get back together, let's try this, which was 2 years ago. Yeah. It's been quiet as well. At some point, I'm like, no, I'm leaving this thing because of I can't. And it's expensive. It's expensive to do. Oh, it's expensive. Just to do 2 rehearsals with these guys, for me alone, is like a lot of that needs to come out, you know. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it pushed me out because of now I had family, I had kids. Now I need to provide, you know. So you can't provide with music here. No matter how talented kids are here, you can't provide, you know. And then what brought me again back to music, something called South Africa, it's called Sawubona Music Jam. There's a culture here in Soweto where on Tuesdays, it's a house, it's someone's house, Pralaki. He opens it up, we all go there to perform jam for one another. But that thing gives us that performance energy and all that. So it's all musicians around Soweto that go there every Tuesday just to mix and things. So that thing gives us the opportunity as well to rehearse. Remember, we don't have space to rehearse, number one. Mm-hmm. The reason why all this music thing was too much for me, we don't have space to rehearse, we don't have gear to thingy. Yeah, it's a miss masala, but yeah, we push. But the new music that's coming, we need to re-record, we need to record new stuff that was written years ago, but they're still relevant to this day, you know. So we need to record all that. We need to do music videos. There's albums that were done because I used to do songs and just put it online and see whoever that will see. Me, I'm tired now, you know. Mm-hmm. Only to find out Mike, and then to find out that Mike got it. And then there's an album called the 06 Project. It's a digital one. There's a digital sound. Different type of music as well, dance and thing, via the same automatic genre. That one, I taught a boy came to me when he was 9 years old, say, how do you write a song? And then I taught him to write a song, blah blah blah. Years to come, the same boy comes back to me, I think 10 years later. He's a producer now. And I'm like, you know what, let me try you out. Let's do one song. One song, we ended up doing a full album. It's a dance album, but it's nice as well, you know. So that as well. There's a lot. There's a lot, yeah.
But let's do this as our last question. What advice can you give those folks out there who want to travel their own road of music? And people saying, you can't do that because we don't play that here. We don't do that. Okay. What advice can you give them since you've traveled that road yourself?
I will say to a lot of people, don't give up. I was about to, and then things are turning around, you know. But I'll tell a lot, don't give up. Just stick to your guns. For me, they said I can't. They said I can't sing from the young age. They said, "Bra, you can't sing, forget." And I pushed through that. They said I can't do this music. I pushed through that. But the goal and the aim was, I know I'm gonna be able to travel overseas, international one day. You know, I started this thing at the age of 20. Now I'm old. I can't even say my age, but yeah, I started then. It's been a rocky road. But we're here and then we're pushing.
Again,
So to you as well, you rather push yourself, otherwise no one else will push you. That's another thing. Push yourself, just believe in what you do it every day and do it better.
social media, where do we follow you?
Oh yes, you can follow me in automatic_live, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Yeah, like everything automatic_live, and TikTok. Yeah, automatic.
My brother, thank you so much for this inspiring interview. Thank you so much.
No, thank you so much. Thank you for having me, man. I hope Canada will have us one day. I hope it.